Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a great start to your day. We have been very blessed with rain for 3 days in a row. And so all the plants are just absolutely loving it. And I see a little scaled quail on the wall enjoying these cool temperatures this morning. I'm just going to give you a little tour of what's going on in my garden and what I've planted today. Here's my pot of sedum that I planted a week ago or so. Looking really good. I just love the color of this one. It's an unusual color. Most of them are green. And here's what the green stalk tower is looking like so far. I planted petunias, verbena. I'm trying to think of what the little petunias are called. Can't think of it right now. I think it's calabricoa. And I also planted seeds up here at the top. And I had one basil plant that I had already grown, so it's in there. But you can kind of see the seeds coming up in here, germinating. So they're all getting lots of good rain and germinating. So everything looks so refreshed. I still have a bulb that is about to bloom. This is the container that the squirrel came and stole most of my bulbs. So I'm not sure what this one is. Kind of looks like it might be an allium, not sure. There is something else growing in here and I'm not positive what that is. But I'm gonna let it grow and see what it ends up being. I don't know if it's a ranunculus, because I did plant some ranunculus corms in there too, and I don't know if they all made it or if the squirrel stole those. You can see the Russian sages are growing right now. They're leafing out. And as I've said, I know right now it looks a little puny, but these things grow really quickly. And they will be full and tall in probably another month. There's my rose bush on the arbor, or rose bushes on the arbor. Looking really pretty. Not quite in full bloom, but a lot of blooms. And of course the vegetable garden is loving all of this rain. Everything is growing and looking nice and green. If you heard that sound, that's the quail that I showed you. That's kind of their alert to other quails that there are other creatures around, including human creatures. You can see the green beans up down here. The one thing I haven't seen any activity on yet is the corn. I'm curious because I saw one corn seed up the other day, and so I think mice might have come in and stole some, but hopefully because I planted multiples, most of them are making it. But yeah, this rain has just helped everything grow so nicely and be very happy getting lots of water. I haven't had to water in a few days, so everything is doing very, very well. One of the things I want to show you, if you see all of these plants back here, most of those that you're seeing are the borage. Borage will reseed itself and spread, and that's what's happened over there. And I let it go because it is a good pest control herb. It's considered an herb, if you haven't heard of it. I don't use it for anything except just pest control. And there's my green onions blooming beautifully. And you can see the onions, the other onions below them, right here, the shorter ones, growing nicely. This right here is our sugar snap peas. There's our romaine lettuce. You can see all the herbs growing here. That's the oregano. Over here, it's a little hard to see from this angle. There's spinach right here, and there's some more lettuce in between those two cages. There's the radishes. And then of course you can see all the herbs. The parsley, the lemon balm right here. I've got some basil that I grew from seed indoors and planted right there. And there's some dill out there too. It's really hard to see right there. Yeah, loving this rain. There's the cherry tomato. And down there at the end is a San Marzano tomato. And there's some peppers down there too. Well, let me just see if I can walk in here. I know it's a little wet. So there's eggplant too, growing. Some of the seeds, they've kind of spread. There is a bell pepper. There's two bell peppers. This one was bigger when I planted it. There's a jalapeno, and there's the San Marzano. And while we're here, there's the cucumber. It's looking a little beaten down. There's another one coming up. And the other day I planted a acorn squash, a couple of seeds of acorn squash, but that was just, I don't know, 3 days ago, 4 days ago. So I don't expect it to be up yet. You can see all the carrots. See all those little ones? That's carrots. And there's beets right there. It's interesting, through all the rain, the beet seeds kind of move and then they congregate. But that's okay. Not concerned. Here's some more beauty in our rainy weather. These are the ebb tide roses. They're just looking so gorgeous. Now here, and I've seen the little hummingbirds out today. Here's our blackberries all along the fence line. This is a miniature Fuji, or semi-dwarf Fuji apple tree, and the infamous red Bartlett pear. There's lots of pears on it. Let me go over there and show you. You can see some apples on the Fuji. And the pears. See all the pears. And if you're noticing, it doesn't look as full as it has in the past. We've had our normal strong spring winds this year. I didn't have to thin this thing, and this is why I always wait, because the winds thinned it. So there's still a lot on here, just not as many as we've had in past years. But it still looks nice and healthy and is going to produce a lot. And our rain barrel, as you can tell, it overflowed last night. We've had so much rain. I hate seeing it overflow, but I love that it's full. So I can, once the sun comes out and we stop getting rain, I have that much to water all of these fruiting plants and trees. Keep them nice and healthy. As I've shown you before, what's growing in my garage, I had several of the cherry tomatoes that I saved from seeds last year, and I planted those seeds. And there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 that I planted today. The other thing I planted today in the vegetable garden was another cucumber right there. Again, I grew it in the garage under grow lights. And then the other things I planted were all flowers. I'll show you those in a minute. While I'm out here, just want to show you the corn is coming up. You can see it right there. And there's one right there and there. So that's exciting to see the corn coming up. All right, onto my flower garden. The thing I planted was these gomphrenias. And my intention is to plant agara right in the center, but they are really small as of yet, so we'll wait on those. Now in the flower garden, I have planted a few things, and some of these are really small. I don't know how they're going to do. I would normally wait for things to get taller, but they're growing really slow, so I'm going to try it. These are the anise hyssop. So you can see there's one group, there's one group, there's one group. I've got one right over here, and then more on the other side. I planted some African daisies right here, this little grouping. And I think that was all of the ones that I planted today. So there you go. Things are looking nice and green with all the rain. All right, so that's what I've planted today. I hope you've had a great day. Thanks for watching.